I mean, truth hurts, man.
Are we having fun yet?
So Gregg Popovich has finally said it. He basically said we are not winning a championship. What? Okay, so before we talk about that really quickly, if you guys want to support the channel, yeah, you can just become a patron and YouTube member, and this is the trivia prize of the month for Patreon and YouTube members. I will send out a link on the last Friday of the month in which we will live stream, and yeah, this will be the prize for whoever wins the trivia. It should be a lot of fun. Gonna be a live stream. Stay tuned. Every Friday, actually. Every Friday we live stream, so. But this is the last Friday of the month. Okay, so we got to talk about this. All right, so Popovich has basically said it, that the Spurs are rebuilding. This is rebuilding time. You can say it. We're not going to win a championship this year. Now, obviously, okay, I'm sure you commented this before even watching the video. Obviously, we all know that the Spurs aren't going to win a championship, but this is significant to me. Now, Tom Petrini, I've actually had him on the channel before. That was fun. But Tom Petrini says under here that Pop has been joking about this pretty openly for a minute now. I do not remember this. Now, he would know. All right, obviously he would know, but I do not remember this whatsoever, or Pop talking about this or joking about it. What I do remember is Steve Kerr actually coming out and basically saying, yeah, the Spurs not going to win a championship, and saying that Popovich is aware of this. This is during the time in which Pop won the gold medal, because he's the GOAT. And he put here, and for Pop, this is in many ways the cherry on the top of his sundae of his career. He's obviously still going, but the Spurs, they're not going to win a championship. Pop will be the first to tell you that. In many ways, this is sort of a fitting topping to his incredible career. So yeah, so he basically said it, and I do not remember Pop mentioning this. Now, the reason why this is significant isn't because we're not going to win a championship. Pop knew that. Everyone knew that. Steve Kerr was not lying. What makes this significant is that this entire time, we've been questioning, or at least Spurs fans as a whole have been questioning, whether or not the Spurs are fully invested in the rebuild. Now, obviously after the trades, I think everyone was basically like, yeah, I get it now. But this season, we were even on the fence of that. We were saying, well, is it a rebuild, or are we just trying to see, you know, who fits with the team right now? No, it is apparent that we are going full on rebuild mode, and that is a good thing for this franchise. Obviously, over the last couple seasons, or last few seasons, I would say, we've been kind of stuck in this weird limbo. Like, we've been stuck between Spurs culture and wanting to win no matter what, and a full-on rebuild. We've been trying to rebuild while having players on the team that's good enough to get us in the play-in, and that's just not going to work for the future. Now, I definitely want to talk about tank culture and like this divide between Spurs fans that want to tank and Spurs fans that don't. That's going to be a separate video, but this in particular, I think that this is pretty cool. This is pretty significant, the fact that he actually acknowledged it. Now, I'm joking obviously about the championship thing, okay? Look, Pop knew we're not going to win a championship. Everyone knew we're not going to win a championship. There's nothing wrong with this. But yeah, I just think that that's pretty great that he actually acknowledged it. And maybe it took, well, from what Tom Petrini is saying, that he's been doing this, so you guys can correct me in the comments, but maybe he's full on just saying, yeah, man, look, we're rebuilding after these trades, because that was just very obvious. Like, okay, this is a rebuild. All those first round picks, it's fully a rebuild now. And it's just been a really weird thing when you have players that are kind of in different timelines. Like, obviously you got DeJounte Murray, who's in a slightly different timeline than other players, and then you have really young players like Vassell and Primo, and it's just really weird. Okay, it was just a really weird situation. But no, we all knew it, but this is confirmation. Finally, we got some type of confirmation that it is a full-on rebuild, and the San Antonio Spurs are embracing the rebuild. So this is a good thing. I'm happy. I don't think any Spurs fan would necessarily be upset by this, and if you are, you're just a Pop hater, okay? I'm pro Pop over here, so I don't know. Anybody that criticize Pop over here gets slapped, okay? Straight up slapped. Can I say something really quick? Before we end this video, I just want to say something. One thing about Popovich, okay? And I've always been pro Pop, all right? I mean, the man won his 5 championships, all right? So much success, so many memories. I love me some Pop, all right? I will say this, and this is the only critique I give Popovich, and I think some people's critiques go too far to the point where it's like, I want him fired. It's like, he's Popovich, bro. But my one criticism of Pop, and this has always been my criticism of Pop, I think he's a phenomenal coach. I think he's one of the greatest coaches, if not the greatest coach of all time. And the only thing that I think gets in the way of Pop, and everyone has flaws, he's human, but I think he overthinks. I think in the midst of games, I think he overthinks. He overstates his dominance as the coach, and he overthinks at times. And the main point of his career, which I'm sure he regrets as well, is the 2013 finals in which he took Tim Duncan out. Now, on paper, all right, if we were playing NBA 2K, it might make sense, okay? In the context of that game, it made sense to take out Tim Duncan. But obviously, it was one of those decisions where it's like, you're overthinking it. It wasn't a Bill Belichick decision where Bill Belichick just wants to be a jerk and just take out players just to do it. No, he wasn't doing it just to be a jerk. I think he really overthought that play. He really overthought what he wanted on the defensive end, and it nipped us in the butt. But anyways, look, that's my only criticism of Pop. He just overthinks sometimes. But look, you're not going to get a greater coach than Pop. Just be happy while he's here. And yeah, man, let's just appreciate him while he's here, man. And the fact that he's even sticking around for this rebuild speaks volumes of him, man. That's really cool. That's really cool. A lot of coaches like, I'm out of here. But then again, he only has like a few more wins to be the best coach of all time. It's solidified, all right? I'll give it to you guys later, man. I kind of rambled a little bit. But yeah, if you guys want to support the channel, subscribe, like, all that good stuff. Or become a Patreon YouTube member. It's only $2 per month, bro. Like, it's only $2, man. Like, I'm just kidding. You don't have to, but yeah, I'll give it to you later.